Vonn, in 2013, your first start was the Orange Bowl, which is the last game. Even though you'd played some special teams and stuff like that, how big was it that you got a chance to actually start in your first year instead of basically waiting a year like a lot of guys who are redshirting now?
Oh, it was a very big step of mine in my career. That's where it took off. Really, got a little groove, got my feet wet, so had my little growing pains there. Going against one of the top receivers in the country, got drafted that year too. So it was just something to get immune to. So they got my feet wet, like I said, and it prepared me for my season.
Talk about, I guess, your Big Ten Player of the Week, just the game that you had on Saturday with the pick six, helped lead the team in tackles. Just your thought maybe on that performance and things you can build off of from that.
Coach Ash told me in the beginning of the week my performance gonna make or break the team because I gotta be able to play the deep balls and tackle very well because I'm the one high safety, and I come down and whatever breaks through I gotta get it down and just make plays when I need to make plays. So it's just me and him having that conversation. I told him I could get the job done for him.
Where's this defense now? Where you guys want it to be?
Not yet. We're close. We're getting close to each game. We keep on getting better each week. We keep on holding each other accountable. We just gotta finish the games. We gotta put our foot on the opponent's throats and just finish out and close out and get rid of all the dumb mistakes that we have sometimes. So we're getting close to where we need to be. So we just gotta keep on pushing.
How much is this season a grind? You brought it up again just about the rallying cry. Is it more work than fun? I mean.
I think as the defensive side of things, we have more fun than work because we like to be out there and play with each other. We like to have fun with each other. We just always smiling, having fun. So I think that's what plays are being made. And you see if everybody make a play, everybody run to their guy and hug them up and say, "Good job," and we'll get back in the huddle and make another play. So I think it's more fun than work because we're enjoying that time out there with each other.
Well, when you think back to your decision to sign here, it was like a party for the coaching staff that day. And for a player coming in with your rankings, your skill set, everybody expected it would happen right away. Can you take me through what it's like to go through a year not starting the first game a year ago? Did it feel like you weren't living up to expectations? I'm trying to say this as politely as I can because you're obviously proving it, but can you take me through that, what it's like? That it takes some time?
It does. As a young guy, you gotta learn and you gotta grow up sometimes too. You think you're all world coming out of high school, but it's not really the case when you go to a elite place like this. But you always want to make that immediate impact as a young guy. But it takes a little speed bumps and recovery and all this because the injuries come too. You gotta be able, your coaches gotta be able to trust you too, because they're putting their family on the line for you and go out there and make plays and everything, so you can't have no mistakes. So, growing pains do come, but you got to grow up as a young guy too.
What you're doing now, is this what you envisioned all along, or is there still more?
I think there's still more. What I envision. I'm on the right path, I think. I keep on going and take the next step and just keep on getting better each week and challenging myself.
What would that entail? What is the next step?
Even more bigger plays, especially in bigger games. Because college football playoffs coming up and Big Ten championships coming up. So keep on making big plays in those games and just having those moments of keeping everybody on the edge of their seats.
Vonn, is everything you do in a game orchestrated, or how much freedom do you have, for want of another word, to go to the ball? I mean, if you follow my drift there.
I think I have a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
Coach Ash and Coach Vic put me in a position to make plays for them, especially for this team. They just told me to go out there and do what I do and just make plays for the team and just bring that spark and passion, what I showed through this game, and just keep on going anytime and just bring the other teammates along with me, because when they see me out there having fun, they're going to have fun as well.
Does that bring great responsibility? Do you feel a big responsibility when you're out there also, given that sort of freedom?
It does. It brings a lot of responsibility because there's no area it takes because those young guys looking at me and see how I handle myself and how I carry myself on and off the field. So it's just a big responsibility, and I own to that. So.
You're one of the leading scorers on the team now. I think I asked you this Saturday night and stuff. What does it just do for you from a confidence, from a feel-good standpoint, to have a couple of touchdowns under your belt?
I think it boosts me a little bit more, especially confidence-wise, because I know I can do it all alone. It just brings me back to my high school days. I'm like, I can touch the paint a little bit more, but it's very enjoying. It's very an honor. God gave me that blessing. It's truly an opportunity for me. I'm just so glad to be a part of that. So just being out there making those plays for Buckeye Nation, this team, is just an honor.
Vonn, you just kind of salivate when you see the ball in the air coming your way.
Oh, I do. I said it's mine and take it.
Illinois got a couple 100-yard rushers this past week against Purdue. Do you feel that's going to be a challenge for you guys? You've done really well here in recent weeks against the run, but just maybe take that up a notch this week against them?
I think so. It's going to be another challenge for us. They can throw the ball a little bit and run the ball, so they're pretty balanced right now. Their offense putting up major yards in the Big Ten, so we got a challenge. We'll keep on getting better each week. We'll hold each other accountable. Everybody will do their job, and we'll keep on getting better through our practice.
Vonn, when you talk about touching the paint, did you have? I assume that you wanted to get at least one this year. Did you have a goal for more than that?
Yeah, I had to go for more than that. I think I have another one left in me, so we'll go see what happens. And you don't never know which game is going to become because all these big games coming up. Just get ready to go.
You only have one left, or you just have the next one?
I might have two, I think so. We'll go see what happens. I'm an even guy.
You're one of the spiritual leaders of the team. It seems like JT kind of the same way. What's it mean? He's back. He's ready to go this week, and how the guys quote welcomed him back and everything. What's the thought, I guess, going back with him?
It's never been a welcome back. You know, everybody makes mistakes. He's human. He was never left. You know, he was in the locker room with us, still going, cheering us on. And we know we got him in our hearts, and he's up in the press box with the guys. But he's not missed at all because he's one of those leaders that you can't miss because he speaks with volume as much as his play too. So that speaks with volume too. So it's a big part of him coming back this week. I'm very proud to get him back. So we're gonna see what he has in store for us.
What makes him a good leader? What makes him a good speaker to you fellas? Even when he wasn't starting, he was still talking to the offense and maybe even to the whole team and stuff. But what is it that he brings when he's talking, Vonn, that makes people pay attention?
What he brings, he speaks from his heart. He speaks what's on his mind. He speaks the real. What needs to be said, he says it. He says it with authority because he really catches everybody's eye and everybody respects him. And that's a real big part, and especially being a quarterback, and that's another big part because you got to back up what you say too, because you got to play a role out there and just lead the team and carry the team and put production out there, and he does that well too. So it's just it's a really big part when your leaders really speaks what's on his mind, because you're just not hearing it from the coaches, you're hearing it from a guy that's really like out there that's getting a lot of pub right now, because he's a real guy. And that's what we like to keep it as, and everybody just keep it real with each other. So it's honesty.
But it sounds like you've even learned some stuff from being around him. Is that accurate? I mean, as a leader, I mean, you seem to speak your mind also when we talk to you.
Right. That's what we always do. Always keep it honest with each other. That's where you learn the best, because we learn something new from each other every day. Like I learn something new from the young guys, to the older guys, and from the coaching staff. So I'm always eager to learn.
Do you get a chance? You not only gripped it, but then you ripped it. I mean, the other night, stuff on the air. Do you practice post-interception, post-scoop and score moves? I mean, do you have a chance during the week to do those kind of things? Do you do it in your apartment? How do you? Because you got to make a move right as soon as you get it.
Right. No, it's just.
How do you prep for it, or is that just natural?
I think it's natural, but I get interceptions at practice. I still work on my moves then, and I run all the way down to the end zone. And Coach Meyer get mad at me until I come back, but it's just all natural. But it's a playmaker, just being a playmaker. But
put me in your head though. You seem to have a sense of, after that pick the other night, of exactly where to go, where there might be an opening. That wasn't just run into daylight. Well, I mean, what was? You know what I mean? I mean, what was it? Did you see things even as you're catching the ball, about what you're going to do next? Yeah,
I envision things like I envision like picking the ball off, scoop and score a big fumble. Anything. I envision that before the game. Me and God, I pray about it. Me and God talk about it, and he said, "You'll get one." I said, "Oh, really?" And he gave me one. So it's just a natural a knack for the ball, and just being where you need to be at the right time, and just making that play for those guys, and it just all comes naturally. I'm just blessed to have those natural abilities.
Vonn, when you have what you're trying to do as a player each day, how much of your responsibility is it to also help the young guys get ready for the day when you older guys are gone? Is that something that's in your mind?
Yeah, it is. I told those guys, you're a shoestring away from being in the game. You got to prepare like it. If I break my shoestring, you got to go in the game. So I always challenge those guys like Malik and Eric Love that's behind me and Tavis right now. Challenging those guys to get better because Malik's growing every day. I'm proud to see that because you see him down on kickoff making tackles. And he's been a special team player of the week and all this. So he's growing, he's learning. He's really grasping what the coaches are saying to him. And he's learning. And you want to make plays too.
And when you go ahead.
I was just going to go back to previous questions. Do you lobby to play offense too?
Oh yeah, I tell Coach Smith all the time.
Yeah.
Get me in there. I'll run the route for you.
There's so many receiver injuries, right?
Right.
They could use you.
I think they could. But we'll keep that for fun giggles.
So are you a little bit, I don't know, jealous is maybe not the right word, envious of Jabril Peppers and what they're doing with him?
No, I'm not. My time's coming. That's why I say I'm not worried about it. My time's coming. I'll just be patient and stay humble.
When you're having the kind of year that you're having, has it been in your head at all that this might be my last year here?
No. Me and Coach Ash said we're going to talk about that at the end. I'm not worried about that. It's all about family with me, right? It's all about family and team with me right now. Just getting these guys ready each week, and just not even worried about that right now because it's selfish right now. Just worried about the team right now.
Do you feel like you've made a step, though, that you are better than you were last year?
Yeah, I do. I feel like I made a step, and you see it. You see the confidence, you see the plays being made, you see the production. So I think the eye in the sky don't lie.
Where do you go from? Where do you go from like playing your responsibility in that progression? When did you notice the click that you felt confident enough to go make plays as opposed to just take care of what you're supposed to be doing, from one play to the next? Vonn, do you remember when that clicked for you? Was it middle of last year? Was it late in the season when you had the picks? I mean, what?
I think it's been happening before I came here.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, in this system,
Oh, okay.
I would think you've got to prove to the coaches you can do what they want you to do before you do what you do.
I think it was my freshman year. It's really like going against Philly Brown and all them. I was like, I'm finna just jump everything.
Yeah.
I just see the plays and I'm reading the pattern matches, I'm reading the routes and the route concepts and just make the plays. All this film study that helps me with Coach Ash and Tavis. We do it every Monday. I'm gonna go after this. And just really just studying the game, it just reappears in the game, so it makes it so much easier and faster for me to take that next step and just make that play.
Hey, one quickie. I know you probably already watched a little video in Illinois, I would think. The Ferguson kid who came back last week, their running back and stuff. What just stands out about the way he plays? Because they even talked about it after the game, the spark he brings. They'd lost 3 and all of a sudden they go for 300 rushing against Purdue. What just stands out about his running style, what he brings in there, I guess?
He's a spark to that team, like you said. He brings passion. He wants to win. He wants to be that playmaker, so they will get the ball in his hands a lot. See what he can do out in space and between the tackles. So that's their playmaker right now. And they got a couple of receivers that could go down there and get it too. So we go do our homework. We'll keep on preparing for this, and we'll get better week at practice and just keep preparing. And you just go see it on Saturday.
What's your memory of that stadium over there?
A little windy.
Yeah,
that's what I remember.
But how does that just affect as you go into a game? Because weird stuff is happening over there with Ohio State, and a lot of it is due to the wind tunnel effect, whatever you want to call it. Do you look forward to it, or do you know what I mean, or do you know it may be another wacky game?
I look forward to it. More plays be made.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
All right, thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Vonn.